Today we dive deep into the story, the refresh, the driving experience and the real-world verdict of the Maruti Fronx. So sit back, grab a coffee or tea and let's roll. First, a little context. The Fronx is the compact crossover from Maruti Suzuki, built with an in-house Indian bias but global ambitions. Launched in India in early 2023, it brought in fresh coupe SUV styling in the sub-4-meter segment, and quickly became a notable player thanks to its sharp looks, good packaging, and brand strength. Now we're at the cusp of its next evolution. While the full major facelift is widely expected in 2026, there are several updates and information bubbling for the 2025 model pre-facelift update, which are relevant now. Let's break it down in 5 major pillars: styling and design, interior and features, powertrains and performance, safety and real-world usability, and finally value and verdict. 1. Styling and design. From the very first glance, the Fronx has always stood out in the compact SUV bunch thanks to its aggressive coupe-like roofline, bold front fascia, and tight proportions. For the 2025 update, while not a full redesign, Maruti has added subtle refinements: refreshed grille inserts, possibly new alloy wheel designs, updated paint colors, and tidied up the lighting signatures to keep it fresh in the eyes of buyers. Some global spec variants for export markets show bigger engine options and extra features, hinting at the direction. That means for the Indian market, you'll probably see a slightly revised bumper design with sharper lines or chrome touches, new alloy wheel graphic options, new exterior color shades to keep the palette up to date, possibly new LED signatures or minor tweaks to headlamp tie-yonk clusters. Why this matters? In the fiercely competitive compact SUV coupe SUV space, refreshes matter. When a car looks fresh, that adds to its perceived value and helps with residuals. The Fronx already has attitude. Keeping that attitude up to date helps. From a design perspective, it continues to use the proven HEARTECT platform, common in many Maruti Suzuki vehicles, which offers a good basis of structure, lightness and packaging. What I like: the roofline flare gives it a slightly more premium, sporty silhouette compared to more boxy, compact SUVs. The dual-tone roof options, contrasting roof scoop, side profile character lines, all contribute to a sense of style. What I wish: sometimes the strong roof slope eats a little rear head room and the boot lip is a bit high for usability. In the update it would be nice to see even more practical tweaks, but styling compromises are part of the game in this segment. As per feedback, the boot lip is a bit high to load-unload. 2. Interior and features. Step inside the Fronx and you'll find one of the stronger cabins in its class for this price bracket. Maruti has improved its fit and finish, materials and feature content significantly in recent years, and the Fronx benefits. The 9-inch HD touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto support, wireless connection, etc., are all in place. Here are some highlights you should cover. Infotainment. The update includes a 9-inch HD capacitive touchscreen in higher trims with wireless smartphone integration, voice control, and connectivity. Comfort and ergonomics. Good seating position, decent under-thigh support for front passengers, dual-tone interiors in higher trims, rear AC vents on higher variants, and decent space for rear occupants given the sub-4 meters footprint. Boot and practicality. The official boot volume is 308 liters according to one source, which for a compact crossover is competitive. The 60/40 rear seat split helps flexibility. But as noted earlier, some loading lip height compromises. Feature upgrades. For the 2025 update you'll see things like more premium upholstery options, possibly ambient lighting, wireless charger in the higher trims, more connected car features, Maruti Connect, and possibly slight upgrades in cabin trim material. Connectivity and digital. Maruti is pushing its connected car tech, and in the update the Fronx offers improved telematics, vehicle status app, real-time diagnostics. Also on spec for export models is head-up display, HUD, and 360-degree camera, though in India not all trims may get it yet. What works? The cabin delivers a grown-up feel in this segment. You don't feel like you're in an entry-level budget car. The materials are decent, the layout is intuitive, and the features feel relevant for the modern buyer. What could improve? Rear head room might be slightly compromised by the roofline, While the boot is good overall, a lower loading lip would improve usability. While features are good, some competitors may be bringing full digital clusters or more advanced displays, so to stay ahead Maruti may need to push more. Also, in lower trims some features may still be omitted. In the refresh one hopes for feature creep. 3. Powertrains and driving experience. Arguably one of the key strengths of the Fronx is that it offers a choice of engines tailored for different buyer types. The naturally aspirated 1.2-liter petrol, and the more exciting 1.0-liter turbo petrol boosterjet unit. Let's break them down. 1.2-liter naturally aspirated petrol. This is the workhorse engine. Smooth, dependable, refined. In city driving it is excellent. Quiet when cruising, sufficient for normal overtakes, and very good fuel efficiency. As Cardeco notes, city performance, this engine is perfect for city usage, picks up speed in a smooth and linear manner. Fuel economy in the city might be around 12 to 14 km/h in real-world conditions for this NA engine. On the highway maybe 18 km/h under relaxed driving, as per review data. 1.0-liter turbo petrol boosterjet. For those wanting more punch, the 1.0-liter turbo engine is the pick. It delivers stronger performance, 100 PS, 148 Nm according to one source, making it quite surprising in this class. You do feel slight NVH compromises, especially at higher revs, given the 3-cylinder layout, but overall the performance leap is definite. For highway overtakes and spirited driving this engine gives the Fronx a usable edge. Transmissions and drivability. With the NA engine you get a 5-speed manual or a 5-speed AMT automated manual in some variants. The manual is recommended if you want smooth shifting. The AMT is convenient but may feel slower or slightly jerky in some situations. With the turbo petrol you may get a 5-speed manual or a 6-speed automatic depending on variant. Ride and handling. For a compact crossover it rides competently. The structure is good thanks to the platform it uses, and on typical Indian roads it feels stable without being overly firm. What the 2025 update might bring. Looking ahead, there are strong indications that the Fronx facelift may introduce a mild hybrid or even a full hybrid powertrain, especially in export markets, to improve fuel economy and emissions. Some reports mention a 48-volt super charge mild hybrid system paired with a 1.0-1.5-liter turbo petrol engine. If that arrives in India even later, it would position the Fronx ahead of many rivals in terms of efficiency. Choice of engine for different buyer needs. Good fuel economy, especially the NA unit. Turbo variant adds fun factor in this class. Practical daily usability. AMT in NA engine variant can feel less refined during fast overtakes. Turbo 3-cylinder has slightly higher NVH than NA unit. Rear seat and boot compromises due to styling in some situations. 4. Safety and real-world usability. Safety is increasingly important for buyers, and here the Fronx has taken steps. In India the model is now offered with 6 airbags as standard across all variants, a big plus. Other safety features include ABS with EBD, Electronic Stability Program (ESP), Hill Hold Assist, ISOFIX child seats, parking sensors, 360-degree camera in higher trims, and a decent feature set for its class. In terms of global spec, Indonesia, the Fronx shows even more advanced safety gear. LEVEL2 ADAS features like lane keep assist, rear cross traffic alert, etc. in some variants. While in India you may not yet get full ADAS on all trims, the direction is clear and it sets the template for future updates. Real-world usability. As noted, boot space is 308 liters, which is respectable for this segment, and rear seats fold 60 to 40 for added flexibility. Rear passengers have decent comfort for a compact vehicle, but watch your head room due to the sloping roofline. Daily driving. In city traffic the Fronx is comfortable, maneuverable, fairly fuel efficient. On highway it performs well with the turbo unit, though you should be aware of the AMT behavior if you pick that variant. Ownership and servicing. Being a Maruti, the service network is strong in India and parts accessibility should not trouble. This is an important practical plus for many buyers. Value retention. Style, brand, features and broad acceptance all help the Fronx hold value. Also, export milestones such as crossing 1 lakh units exported underline its popularity. What could be better? Full ADAS suite across variants would help. Actual crash test ratings for Indian spec, e.g., India's Bharat NCAP, still awaited, though global tests for related models point to decent results, so that transparency will boost buyer confidence. So what does all this mean for you as a buyer? And how does the 2025 update stack up in terms of value? Pricing. According to recent updates, the starting ex-showroom price is around 6.85 lakh rupees India for the base variant post some GST cuts, giving a very competitive entry point. Given the features, engine options, brand and style, that's good value. Strengths. Stylish design that stands out. Flexible powertrain options, Na plus turbo, catering to different needs. Good feature set for the money, especially in higher trims. Strong service network and brand backing. Decent practical usability for a compact crossover. Weaknesses. Considerations. If you pick the AMT transmission variant, regime changes overtakes might feel less smooth than a real automatic. Rear head room and boot lip loading could be slightly compromised due to design. Full ADAS and premium touches may still be reserved for top trims or future facelift. If you drive mostly highway or expect performance, go for the turbo variant. You'll pay more but get more. 2025 update. What's new and what that means? The update doesn't appear to be a full redesign, but it brings meaningful tweaks. Better safety, 6 airbags across the board, possible new colors, trim updates, perhaps more feature creep, and for export markets hints at hybrid powertrain and ADAS. These are great signals for future buyers and keep the car fresh in the market. Verdict. If I were advising a buyer today, here's how I'd put it. If you're mostly doing city driving, want something stylish, reliable, efficient and with low running cost, the Fronx 1.2-liter NA variant is a very smart pick. If you expect highway use, want more performance and fun, pick the 1.0-liter turbo variant with manual or auto if available. If you want the most value for money, aim for a mid-trim which gives the bulk of the features: good infotainment, connectivity, decent safety without going to the absolute top trim premium. If you're the buy now and keep for many years type, check what kind of safety and feature levels you get. Higher trims will give you more future proofing. Overall, the Fronx refresh makes the package stronger for 2025 and stays competitive in the busy compact SUV market in India. Compared to rivals, it stands tall in style plus brand plus practical offering. As one comparison article noted, the 2025 Kiger, the Fronx, on the other hand, gets a better equipped cabin, though it does come with a higher price tag. To wrap up, the Maruti Fronx is a compelling compact crossover that ticks many boxes for the Indian buyer. With the 2025 updates, Maruti has made sure it stays relevant: better safety, refreshed look, strong powertrain choices, and good usability. For your channel Auto Motor, this is a car worth spotlighting because it brings in style, practicality and value all in one. If I were to summarize in a single sentence, the Fronx is one of the smartest all-rounders in its segment for 2025. With the right variant, it just might be the one you live with happily for years. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit like, subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss our next full review and driving impressions. In upcoming videos we'll also compare the Fronx vs key rivals and take it on a road trip test. Thanks for watching Auto Motor. Till next time, drive safe and keep your wheels turning.